what's up, my little tattletales? How you doing today? Well, listen, if you are me, you are just chuckling at the universe. You know, when 2022 started, I called Pete Davidson the come-up king, right? I said that man was digging for gold. He was the ultimate city boy. And you know what? He did not disappoint. How is it in 2022, Kim and Kanye were on top of the world? Kimberly was doing everything. We were like, ew, what are you doing with Pete Davidson? And baby, now Pete Davidson is laughing all the way to the bank. He just signed on to a new movie. Mama is in the Transformers. What's more, he looks like the same one out of this whole situation. Y'all, sit down. We gotta talk. How is Pete flipping and flipping everything he can into the biggest career? And Kimberly is out here embarrassing herself with her creepy let me just say this. The Kardashians have a creepy brand of society. All right? Figure it out, because I'm not getting demonetized. They've always been creepy. Always. Rob and Khloe, Scott and Khloe. Wow, actually, I guess it's everybody and Khloe, but they just have a creepy brand. Remember when Rob dated a Kim Kardashian lookalike and was bragging about sleeping with her? How do I know she was a lookalike? Oh, guess what? She won the Kim Kardashian lookalike contest. That's how I know. They're just creepy. But the fact that Kim got on her show, and I know they won ratings, but who would have thought that Kim would be the clout chaser, dropping Pete's name because she can't use his image, only his voice, dropping Pete's name and literally letting us know that she had relations in front of a fireplace to honor her grandmother who's still alive. Now, if you're like me and Kim's grandmother, you were like, ugh, God, what? Listen, anything for views, anything for ratings. But what's the term you call it when you just keep debasing yourself and making yourself look like a GD fool and you're still not getting the views or the ratings? I don't know, y'all. It's looking more and more and more like a flop era. Anyway, y'all, hit that like, subscribe, notification button, and let's get into this because woo-wee. If I was Kim, I would be sitting there mad because at the end of the day, you did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. You literally got away from Kanye, right? He was minding his business, busy thinking of ways to destroy his own career, right? You needed some fashions and some styling because you wanted to stunt on people of Italy. You played with fire, and now you're so associated with them that you even said you had to hire security at your school because it sounds like they were ready to expel those kids because they're crazy daddy, and you talk about you have to hire security. Everything is imploding. The show is flopping, and you're using some guy that wants nothing to do with you. You're using his name for clout. How the tables turns for who the bell tolls. I know that's not the right analogy. Just shut up. It sounded good. Anyway, let's talk about Pete and how he's made it come up. So when I last did a video about Pete's come up, right? Which is this show and a new movie with Seth Rogen. But guess what? He is now the sponsor for Taco Bell. Cute. And it's actually a good look for him. Crunchy Doritos. Crunchy Socks is going to be selling those crunchy crunch wraps, right? It's a good look. But let's also not forget that guess what? They just released a trailer for his show Buck Kiss. It looks like it actually might be funny if you're into stuff like that. And get this. He just signed on with Michelle Yeoh. He just signed on for Transformers Rise of the Beast. He is literally going to be Mirage, and Michelle Yeoh is going to be Air Razor. Listen, let me tell y'all something. If Michelle Yeoh is is it Yeoh or Yeo? Michelle Y. Let me not mispronounce her last name. But you know that if Michelle's involved, this is going to be an awesome movie. Mama does not get involved in anything that is not good. Listen, say what you want. What else is Pete up to? He's also in talks for 3 other movies that are yet unnamed. He's also filming Dumb Money with Shailene Woodley. He's just going at it. He has so many movies, so many collaborations, so many things caught up. And I think he got out right in time. Could you imagine if he was dating Kim now with all this and Kanye acting a fool? How did he know how to get out? I guess he wanted to get out back then, and he was like, all right, you know what? Now's as good a time as ever. But let's also talk about the grandmother tribute and Kim being weird as AF. Okay, so I don't even know why they want this to be a headline, but I guess they think perversion sells. Kim Kardashian revealed she had fireplace, SE, whatever, with Pete in honor of her grandma MJ. Kim said, I know it's really creepy, before clarifying that the intimate action, which took place in Beverly Hills Hotel, was not performed in the lobby. Now, here's the funny takeaway. First of all, Kim told her grandmother, and her grandmother was like, ew, why are you telling me that? But then she wanted to know, wait, did you do it in the lobby? Your grandmother thinks that low of you that she thought you got down in the lobby and you had to clarify, no, grandma, it was in a room. Listen, she said to her grandmother, you know what's so crazy? Peter and I were staying at the Beverly Hills Hotel last weekend, and we were sitting in front of the fireplace just talking for hours. And I was like, my grandma told me that you really live life when you have in front of a fireplace. So we had S in front of the fireplace in honor of you. She said, I know that's really creepy. Then the grandmother was like, not in the lobby. She was like, no, not in the lobby, but how creepy to think about your grandma before you have S. So her grandmother was like, well, I was younger once. You guys, let me just say this. I see why Pete left Kim. She is so cringy. Who sits there and be like, oh my God, like my grandma once told me we did this in front of a fireplace. You know, that's so crazy. Pete probably had to take 2 shots of vodka and a fifth of whiskey and been like, hey, why don't we do it here? She is so cringy. I don't know how somebody that made their career out of selling, being provocative and being sensual, is just not sensual herself. Kanye did a good job of hiding who she really was for us. Later in the conversation, Kim spoke to her family about how Pete was set to join the spaceship with Jeff Bezos, right? Again, Pete was sitting there like, I ain't going up to planet Mars. Baby, that was just a way for me to get Jeff Bezos on this group chat. And then she literally said, she's like, aren't you afraid to go up there? And Pete was like, nah, my personal life is scarier, to be completely honest. His personal life. He's talking about his relationship with Kim. So Pete was talking to Chris and Chris was like, yo, aren't you afraid to go up there? And Pete was like, no, my personal life is scarier, to be completely honest, right? And he then goes on to say, I can't wait to get the F away from everybody. I think I'm going to stay up there, babe. Yeah. Yes. This is what he said. How did they not know that Pete had 1 foot out the door? But Kim's so oblivious. She was like, Pete is amazing. No drama, no stress. He's just Pete. Yeah, because he was finessing you and he already had his breakup strategy. He fits in with the family. I think Kim's happy. She laughs. She's more confident. Pete brings out the best in her. Yeah. And y'all still aired that even when Pete wasn't even on camera. Damn. 2022 started off so different for Kim, and now look at her now. Anyway, my little tattletales, so let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.